Hey everybody, welcome to the sauna, featured in the 2025 SauntaTimes calendar. And in this video series I'm going to show you how I built the farm shed and then put a sauna on the inside. Come on in. So right when you walk in, you have the changing room. This is where you get ready to go into the sauna and take breaks in between sessions. And just past this door you have the sauna room, heated by this wood burning stove. We have a few cedar benches to rest on, and a little window for ventilation. So, I hope you guys enjoy this series. Thanks for watching. If you just looked at it from the outside, you'd never guess what it is. It's red and white to match the barn building, so you'd probably think it's just some old shed. But it's something totally different on the inside. I first got the idea to build a sauna at my uncle's place in the Sierra Nevada. He has a ranch up there tucked away in the trees, and one night we rigged up a teepee using some sticks we found in the woods, some waterproof tarps, and some moving blankets. We stacked rocks in a fire outside until they were glowing hot, and then with a shovel we carried them into the center of the teepee where we dug a little pit. Getting inside was a whole thing. You had to crawl through a little opening, quick enough to not let all the heat out, but carefully enough to not brush against the rocks, burning yourself. Here we're pouring a gravel pad that's going to act as the base for the sauna. I didn't want to mess with concrete or anything permanent because then we would have to have permits and all that. So I built it on a skid using 4x4s. Simple and easy to move if we ever decided to, even though we probably won't. Anyway, back to where this whole sauna idea really started. We'd all crowd around the rocks, me, my uncle, some buddies, just a small group. The teepee wasn't big, maybe 3 or 4 of us could fit in there at a time, so we'd take turns. And even though it was just some sticks and blankets, we were all eager for our shot at the heat. We'd pour water over the hot rocks and it would blast you with steam right away. After a long day working on the ranch, it felt amazing. It wasn't fancy, but it was exactly what you needed. All the tension and the soreness, it just let go. And the best part was just being there with the guys. No phones, no noise, just sitting around, sweating, talking, sharing stories. In the teepee sauna, we were sitting directly on the dirt, and after sweating for a while, it would turn to mud. Although the teepee sauna was an amazing experience, eventually my uncle upgraded to a real cedar sauna. It was way cleaner, obviously, and used a wood-burning stove with rocks on top, and you'd still pour water over them to get the steam, just like before. With this upgrade, the experience was even better. We were totally relaxed, had the best sleep of our lives after, and this time we could fit a bunch more people in there. And it was way more comfortable, but still had that same feeling, that reset. That's what helped me decide to finally make my own. I wanted the same kind of place, simple, solid, and something I could share with people around me. I came across this e-book from SauntaTimes. I'll put a link in the description if you're curious. It basically walks you through how to turn almost any space into a sauna. Could be a backyard shed, a spare room, a garage, whatever you've got access to. It covers the layout, materials, insulation, ventilation, stove setup and recommendations, everything you need to know. So I figured I'd build a super well insulated shed from the ground up and then finish out the inside as a proper sauna. Also, just a heads up, my GoPro kept cutting out while I was filming, so you might see some steps that kind of jump ahead or skip around, but I try to capture as much as I could. For example, it skips showing us put on this pink stuff, but it's just a simple foam that acts as a vapor barrier and adds a little bit of insulation. One of the most important parts of building a sauna is the insulation, and you'll see that coming up a lot in this video. Since the whole point of a sauna is to trap the heat and hold it, I really tried to maximize the insulation wherever I could. I didn't want any of that heat escaping. It's what makes the sauna work the way it should, so I paid close attention to the walls, the ceiling, even the door. Every layer matters when you're trying to build a space that can get up to 180 or 200 degrees and stay there. I built the roof the same way a lot of the old barn roofs around here are done. Simple and solid. I used rafters spaced 16 inches apart on center and ran purlins across to support the metal roof. This should be more than enough protection from the heavy snow and rain we get here in Michigan. Once the roof was on, I wrapped up the siding using T111. It's super easy to work with and gives it that classic wood panel look. Then I gave it a coat of paint to match the other buildings on the property. Red with white trim, just like the barn. That way from the outside it looks like any old shed, but of course what's going on the inside is going to be something completely different. I threw on a temporary door to keep this place completely weather tight and called it a wrap. Stay tuned for the next video where I start working on the inside, building out the cedar benches, installing the wood stove, and pouring the concrete floor with the drain. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.